Hey yo, what's happening, sexies? It's your boy Ronnie, aka the Palestinian, bringing you a very special gameplay today. This is no ordinary ground war domination and underground. Just to give you a bit of background to this gameplay, I was live streaming last night, which I'll talk about midway through this commentary and towards the end of the commentary. I was live streaming for the first time. I was in a pre-game lobby just after finishing the game. I was playing with my boy on Gifted from YouTube, one of my friends from YouTube. I am racially one of my buddies from Xbox and in real life, and we were just playing, the three of us. And three of the highest profile names on YouTube joined in a three-man party. I think you'll know who they are. Xjawz, Syndicate and Fearcrads, I think, with a combined subscriber count of about 1.2 million or something. Really high profile YouTubers, really strong players as well. And it's just one of those things where I think obviously Xjawz, because he gave me a shout out and I've talked to him a few times, and Fearcrads I've talked to him quite a bit, recognised who I was and Gifted and stuff. And we obviously recognised who they were, so it was just kind of one of those things where you knew who you were playing against. Put your try-hard panties on, see what can happen. I'm not going to spoil who won the game, but it was a beast game to play, watch, compete in. It was so fun. I had more fun playing this than beasting on noobs and dropping Moabs against noobs. This was more fun to me than it was. And here's the thing, Xjawz is such an, I'm not saying this to lick his ass and stuff because he gave me a shout out, but he's such an underrated player. Like, he's a really good pub star, but I think he shines more against really strong players because he shit on me quite a few times. Like, we played 2 or 3 games against him, and each game was really tight score wise, like score limit and whoever won the game. And every time, like, he beast on me a few times, and I killed them a few times, and it was just kind of back and forth on who would win the gunfights. And it was just one of those things where you came up against really strong players and you had to play your best throughout the whole game to do half decent, you know what I mean? And like, Xjawz has really good gun skill, map awareness and map knowledge. That's why I think he'd shine a lot in competitive. And Syndicate as well surprised me so much. I thought Syndicate was just a zombies player and one of those kind of unique channels that doesn't really focus too much on gameplays. Like Woody's gamertag is another, but I won't get into that because I'll be here all day. But I didn't think Syndicate was good, but he drop shot at me a few times. I don't think it was in this game, but he drop shot at me in the later games, and he done pretty well as well. And Fearcrads, as you all know, is one of the best players on YouTube. If not in the top 3 best players on YouTube. So we were up against it. We were like, Gifted's a good player, Rachel's a really good player, and then so we had a good team as well, and we put it up to them. We did, and you'll see now at the end who wins. Really tight it was, and it was really fun to watch. And I actually personally done very well in this game. I ignored the objective before anyone goes in the comment section. Palestinian didn't really cap any flags. I capped 1 or 2, maybe even 3, but I was just being the slayer in this game, and my team knew that they were hopping on the flags, and I was just trying to distract them and put up kill streaks. Like, I was using my normal setup that I'd use against noobs, which probably worked out for me better, and I'll tell you why in a second. But the setup was, you know, my Scar L Scavenger hardline Stalker Pro setup with the Predator, Overwatch and Pavlo, like my 100+ kill setup game. And I didn't get too far from 100+. You'll see my score at the end of the game. But the reason I was using this setup is, like, I would have probably was like, in theory, I was probably better off using, say, a Russian gun like an MP7 or PP90 M1 or something along the lines of that, and using like a fast-paced setup, like a specialist setup, and get my specialist bonus, and because that would be easier to cap flags with. Yeah, you'd think that way. But the reason I use this kind of defensive setup again against really strong players, which you would probably only suggest doing against noobs, is because I knew Fearcrads was going to rush. I knew Xjawz was going to rush. I didn't really have that much information, or I didn't know that much about Syndicate before I got into this game, so I didn't know how he played. But if he played like any of the other 2, I had a feeling he might rush as well. So if you think about it, if I'm playing kind of slightly defensive, I kind of where I shine the most is in between my home flag or around the B flag especially. And I knew they were going to constantly rush the B flag and B flag, and it's a bad thing to triple cap good players, because if you triple cap good players, it can instantly switch and you can get triple capped. So the best thing to do against good players is to spawn trap them with 2 flags. So I knew Fearcrads, especially Fearcrads and Xjawz, were going to completely rush the B flag. So what I done good in this game anyway was not capturing flags, I know that, but I stayed in and around the B flag and just picked them off as they kept coming. And I know especially Fearcrads was annoyed at this game, at this the way I played, my game style, my play style, because he kept rushing and I was picking him off with a long distance assault rifle, so there's nothing really he could do. Like, he's really good in tight kind of close quarter combat situations, but when he kept coming up against me and I was seeing him from long range and picking him off with one of the best guns in the game, it was working brilliantly. Like, that's what helped me the most in this game, and I think I done fairly well in this game as well. So it just goes to show you, like, people like Fearcrads, me, Xjawz, even I'm Gifted, and players who on YouTube who get criticised for playing against noobs. We can play against good players, and I managed to do pretty well this game as well myself personally. But anyway, that's enough for this gameplay. I hope you enjoy it. It's probably a one-off gameplay you'll ever see from me, but I hope you enjoy it. It was against 3 of the most known YouTubers out there. But I want to quickly talk about live streaming, right? Yesterday I started live streaming around, I don't know, around 8 PM, about half 9 EU, UK time, Irish time, which is about half 4 Eastern Standard Time, and I think, like, I don't know, Pacific Standard Time, like half 2 or something PM. And here's the thing, I'm using XSplit, which is kind of a screen capture software, and I was watching a tutorial video on YouTube on how to live stream, because I had to obviously do it myself and stuff, and it was some cinematic, and he said if you don't want to chance your subscribers or people watching it lagging, or yourself lagging on a bad connection, just lower the stream quality, right? So when I started off streaming yesterday, I had it on okay quality, not the best you can have out there, and the reason I've done it is because I didn't want to risk getting on a 1 or 2 bar, or even a bad 3 bar, and not being able to like have entertaining gameplay for people to watch live stream on. Like, I wouldn't be able to drop Moabs on 2 bars and 1 bars. I'm not nerdy like that chap's a monster when it comes to live streaming. But like, I wanted to have a 4 bar, you know, just so I could drop MYBs, and I said, right, I'll lower the quality a bit just so people can watch it, and they can actually see good gameplay, but they have to watch it in bad quality. So that's why I kind of lowered the quality, but it was too bad for people to watch. And if I'm being honest myself, if I'm watching some guy, even if he's a beast, and the quality of the stream is bad, I'm not going to stick around for too long. I think the only reason people really stuck around that much longer was because we were playing Xjawz Fearcrads and Syndicate. So what I done was I upped the quality 2 hours later for HD, and it was a lot better. The actual video, the way it looked, was a lot better. It wasn't as good as it could be, and I'm going to up it again tonight. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to up it again tonight to have it really like 720 HD, the best you can get. Not as good as Nerdy's, because I think Nerdy does this thing where he directly live streams, but as good as the GOAT's. And I'm going to probably talk to the GOAT later on and ask him how what his settings are, because I think my upload can handle it. I have like a 5 upload, average around a 4.5 upload, so it'll be good enough to hold up a good enough stream, and for me to have okay connection, like around, hopefully I average a 3 and a 4 bar, so I can drop Moabs as well, because no one wants to watch some guy go average like 20 for 10 every game because he has a bad connection. So if anyone else can help me with settings, I want to know what the best settings are for XSplit and for streaming, because I'm going to be streaming later on, and I'll upload a video, so check your box. I'm going to upload a video around the same time, around half 9, 10ish, maybe 9ish UK Irish time. So American time, that's like 4 PM Eastern Standard Time, or like 2 PM Pacific Standard Time. So when all you Americans get home from school, I'll be live streaming. If you want to come check that out, I will upload a video with the link to my Twitch live stream in the description. You guys can check it out. And I wanted to talk about one more thing before this commentary is over. I didn't want to put any music in this commentary because I wanted you guys to actually appreciate this was a 12-minute really competitive game against well-known YouTubers, and I want you to really enjoy this video, and I hope you do. But one more last topic before I go. A 12-minute commentary does take it out of you. You need to have like an autobiography written up to fucking talk over this 12 minutes. But anyway, gotta take a breather. I wanted to talk about one more thing. The MYB of the Week series, right? I talked about this in 2 separate videos, but people still don't get it. And I'm not angry. I would genuinely want to clear this up just so people can actually submit their MYBs, because I don't want some guy with an unbelievable MYB and he doesn't know how to submit it and it goes to waste. The reason I picked the last Spaz 12 MYB, I know the guy had already got it uploaded on Bread's channel, and a lot of people liked his video and he got a lot of recognition for it, and a lot of people seen it, and some people might say that's unfair, he's already got his video seen and it's already gone public kinda, and he's already got a bit of recognition for it. But because I was trying to level up the Spaz, and the Spaz isn't the greatest gun in the game, and he went on a 60 gun streak, it wasn't like, I told myself I wouldn't take into consideration what happened before or after the MYB. It was going to be just MYB. Like, for example, if a guy gets an MYB but he finishes 100 kills, like say he gets a 3-minute MYB but he finished on 100 kills, I'm not going to take into consideration that he got 100 kills, because it's just the MYB that I'm looking for. How good the actual 25 gun streak, or 24 if you have hardline on, how good that was. But I had to take into consideration the guy got a 60 gun 12 Spaz 12 gun streak. Like, that's too unique for me to just disregard, and that's why I picked him. But from now on, it's just going to be the MYB, and I'm going to look at the most entertaining MYB, because that's all I'm going to upload, the MYB, the actual 25 gun streak. So from now on, please pay attention to the next 2 minutes so you guys can understand how you can submit. First off, you do not have to be or have a YouTube channel to enter into this subscriber series, MYB subscriber series. So you could be a random subscriber, a guy who's never had a video upload on YouTube, doesn't have a PVR or nothing. You do not have to be. If you do not have a PVR and the MYB you're trying to submit is not on YouTube, so it's just sitting in your vault, you have to send me a personal message on YouTube or tweet at me at Twitter. I'll leave my Twitter in the link in the description of this video. You have to tweet at me or send me a personal message with a description of the MYB. So say you have some sick sniper MYB in like a minute and a half. You have to say in the tweet or in the message, I have this sick MYB with a sniper in a minute and a half. Do not send me a message on YouTube saying I have a 5-minute Scar L Demolition Moab. Can you record it in my vault and upload it to the series? Because I'm not going to go to your vault and record a 5-minute Scar L MYB in theatre. I'm only going to look at a few MYBs in people's vaults, on only the sick ones. Anything else, if you're on PS3, you have to record it. Because I don't have a PS3, I can't look at your vault. You have to record it, upload it to YouTube, send it to me as unlisted. But only do that if you write to me in a message saying, look, I have a PS3 MYB, should I bother recording it? It's this is the MYB, this is what it goes like. And if I say, yeah, I want to have a look at that, then you record and send it to me as unlisted. And obviously, if you have a YouTube channel and you have MYB, just upload it as unlisted and send it to me. But only do all that if I've already given you the all clear and said, here, look, I want to have a look at that MYB. Otherwise, don't go to the bother of recording and sending it to me. So that's how you submit. You don't have to have a YouTube channel. If you do have a YouTube channel, I will link your channel in the description and give you a shout out. Of course, you'll obviously deserve it if you have a good MYB. And here's the thing, anyone can get a really, really quick MYB. It's all about luck nowadays. Well, obviously you have to be good, but you know what I mean? Like if guys line up in front of you and you're getting triple spray after triple spray after triple spray, then there's a bit of luck involved. But as you can see here, I went 81 for 19. We lost by like 10 points or 5 points, I can't see here in the small screen. But I done fairly well for myself. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out. It's been your boy Ronnie, aka the Palestinian. Sexy bastards, signing out.